I am very close to the entire Ghana Kings. Like I said, from 2012 when I was coronated, Ghana Traditional Council played a major role. Then the president was Dosaki, who was the acting president of Ghana Traditional.
Abuja, Emma Kwababio about the Nations Anchor TV. So, you go so a year suko. My catcher, Mamma rest assured say, and come away, you be dear Quasie. Now, in this episode, you know, the IGBO King will issue statement for the first time. Pressure na kwama wakasa and nasa maokano. May read it from toe to toe and nasa from head to toe. Na you gana semna or their babon. Na NTA second mention said the Ningo Pram, the traditional leaders over there also about Montina Bekasa. I think say no be our next episode. Enti yonkoni yonkoti openi it will shock you say yen timamu follow na yene nim de ekoso. But the traditional leaders on the Garland there I think said Rodona will be aware of the genesis of all these things. Yes. Because obi timi free the chrome ma ukrom na on started enye niam bi make movement bi na wabra woni mo hwe na owo akokoduro ne that carriage no opani say wa hwe previous episodes no ma kire eye penifo ahodo na o ma hia wo ma we mu one pani da even Jerry John Rollins one na hia one former president Kufuor one na hia one former president Kufuor one na hia a chief imam one chief imam hia current president John Dramani Mahama Baumia chese and a year would war chese he is everywhere in Ghana or Ghana and he organizes events and he invites all these prominent people and they go, and for that matter he's doing these things under the carpet, and I say under door no, he is everywhere omunyina enimno and a journalist I would draw and some celebrities in Ghana here so obobobo binu mabaso achese ene nyina ne sese be ya omo nyina be hu se ni dwumadi a obi enti wonye hoho man we mu ate no man we mu ache ni dwumadi a wodi no wonye hoho. And in this video no obe kire from no nkata na no muton eye the God traditional leaders mpanyimfo a enim no na ye wi a e be call ni statement na we release nim na ya hwe because entrekese kwan bi so anase bi twetwe aso hasi medika be kire mu video a na o ka o video nim se ya to asase na asase na yato no edaha na ha na eda no de adi beye nie in our plans I no de adi beye nie in the release no so wa kan be contrary to the odi kan in that video no ye be kan na achirem it is a wo join me no man fa ne say ana man nyo wajo ne say me kwa na me di sa adwuma we me ne wo na di sa adwuma no ye nyina na ye di sa adwuma we are trying to make sure say we prevent the future threats. I'm not doing this alone. And thank you all for joining hands in this by sharing, liking, and expressing your opinion at the comment section. And so go ahead and share this video. Make sure you hit on the like button and then express your opinion at the comment section. You could see opinion, bra, obobo, I am from Pennyfua, all the Garland, so munina ya aware of the existence, and also munina ya aware of the presence and all what he's doing. Even you didn't see a dear so coronating as IGBO King, no, munina ya aware. Inti me ba mo nyanti ase de inti from now onwards no was every region and every tribe the people no we have to be very vigilant on our traditional leaders. Yes, because a lot of what is going on no you can't tell me they are not aware. Inti opening inti no
Traditional Council then him by the special grace of God I'll first of all talk about the Ghana people. I am very close to the entire Ghana Kings. Like I said, from 2012 when I was coronated, Ghana Traditional Council played a major role. Then the president was Dosaki, who was the acting president of Ghana Traditional Council then. Him and all the Ghana Paramount Kings were all here, and after that they inducted me. They inducted the IGBO throne in Ghana to Ghana Traditional Council. I give them very big thanks on that. And we moved on to then the president, Regional House of Chiefs, Sumanche, that died, may so rest in peace. We moved on also to the National House of Chiefs, that we also met with Togba Fede, of which we are very close with him. We are very close to so many paramount kings.
Wow. Enti Ghana for obedro my Ghana mo a eye atitiri ene ani ntiri mpanifo ahodo a ewo my Ghana mu no opani oni omunyina ami oni omunyina no omunyina so nim no enti I think say me kirew me ma ohu me bo video we na ama wahu said I mean some of us ye ni ama ye mpanifo na ya hwe ya ye dadem so ye na be go abonten na say dadem so na ye na go abonten enti we nyina ya awareness ami create ama every tribe in this country, you know, the people from that tribe, you know, you people should start be vigilant on your kings and your chiefs and your traditional leaders, okay? Yes. And then Obedu Ghana, we've made it look as if say Otumfuo is the only traditional leader in this country. That is the reality. We've made it look as if say Otumfuo is the only traditional leader in this country. Etigalamse also across the country, almost 8 to 10 regions in this country. Galamse Koso Bebia. We greater Accra ni voter region free moi. The rest of the regions, Galamse Koso Bebia, all the way to the northern region. But then you know, Yama conversation I say Galamse no is only happening in Ashanti region. And happening in Ashanti region, Otumfuo is being held responsible. I'm not saying we shouldn't hold our leaders responsible. But if every region is trying to hold their leaders, their political leaders and their traditional leaders responsible, I think we will know that we are fighting the cause. But we are reluctant and we are in the near Otumfuo so. And I am for the traditional leaders across or elsewhere no edin kwasiasem etwa jimi, but because of pressure ni omoso pressure ni na kujina Otumfuo so. So this is a wake up call to every one of you watching me, whether you are a Votarian, because mahu togba afede ho, whether you are a Votarian, the Votarians, our traditional leaders in the voter region, it is worse over there, okay? It is worse over there. The disunity, the hatred among each other, it is worse over there, okay? And I'll come to that place and I'll come to that issue. We will discuss it. Yes, we have to do it. Northerners, the Gans, the central region, everywhere. This is a wake-up call to all of us for us to start holding our traditional leaders, being vigilant on them, and making sure say, any more mukrasa. Because they say you blame politicians no mo so na mase no mo e de bronya mo fa bronya ho ehwe kwan opaniya kasa the Igbo king there is a release if na kache aba eno na me be kan a kire wi na ya dudwam ya baba mu also press release from the office of the Igbo community leader Chukudi Jude Ihenetu ana Ihenetu manyadi ni ya mo fa nchame. Also, misinformation regarding alleged Igbo village and acquisition. Also, misinformation regarding alleged Igbo village land acquisition. Like I say, Igbo village na. What am I kind in envy? Said about mobile mobile follow. You can't be enough. You have been a brain at them. Misinformation regarding alleged Igbo village land acquisition. It has come to our attention that statements and accusations are circulating on social media regarding the alleged acquisition of 50 acres of land, 250 plots in Ningo in the Greater Accra region by the Igbo leader in Ghana, Eze Oha Zurume, the first of Indigbo, to create an Igbo community. First paragraph, because it has come to our attention that statements and accusations are circulating on social media regarding the alleged acquisition of land 50 acres of land, 250 plots in Ningo in Greater Accra region by the Igbo community, by the Igbo leader in Ghana, Eze Oha Zurume, the first of Indigbo, to create an Igbo village. Oko paragraph 2 now. Also, we want to state unequivocally without reservation that we have not currently acquired any land in Ningo or elsewhere in Ghana for that purpose of establishing an Igbo village. Paragraph 2. We have to state unequivocally and without reservation that we have not currently acquired any land in Ningo or elsewhere in Ghana for the purpose of establishing an Igbo village. Kanko paragraph 3 now. We understand that these accusations stems from an interview granted to Crystal TV in 2013. This interview was a follow-up to his Eze Ohazuru Mede First of Indigbo, a coronation in September 2012. We wish to clarify that the plans discussed in that interview never materialized due to a series of issues surrounding the rightful ownership of the land in question. So, paragraph 4 nibiema. We wish to clarify that the plans discussed in that interview never materialized due to a series of issues surrounding the rightful ownership of the land in question. Okay, paragraph 5 now. This led to the cancellation of those plans as far back as 2014, and there is currently no plot of land in Ghana that has been earmarked for an Igbo village. The Igbo leader, having been a resident of Ghana since 1995 and married to a Ghanaian businesswoman, has a deep respect for the culture and the laws of this nation. Paragraph 6, we will never engage in any activity that will match the strong relationship between the Igbo people residing here and the Ghanaian community. His commitment to being a law-abiding resident has been unwavering throughout his stay, a message he consistently conveyed to the Igbo community without absolute clarity. Last but not the least, or last but one paragraph, we reiterate that we presently have not, we reiterate that we presently have not acquired any 50-acre land or any other land to be used as an Igbo village in Ghana. Roni Gogo, Head of Communications, Eze Igbo Palace, Ghana. Omo contact number at 05500777645. So this is a release coming from the office of the Igbo King, the leader of the Igbo community in Ghana. This is the press release. Now, say me boni nyina to fana ma chire mu a, I think say yamfa no point by point. The all kan nyina say ababeto dwa na say aduru omanim a omahu say enam ntentan so a enam bedwasa da Ghana fo bebre eka ho asem say eye Igbo ohini ya oda Igbo community na Ghana ha say no omo ewo plans and so more agenda say omo beto asase no ma chechire community bia ye Igbo community o Ghana ha say na de kofa sa asem nyina ba interview bia ohini we have a grant here with Crystal TV way back in 2013 sa interview nim ana okan sa asem no say this is something they are planning to do. Now paragraph 4 no say we wish to clarify that the plans discussed in that interview never materialized due to a series of issues surrounding the rightful ownership of the land in question. Itina wo chiremu a sa nsusuye no ene sa tirimupo anase sa adwenimupo no I'm sorry. Antimi ambam kese o mantimi anya asase no because asase no e wo ne tomu no na manson bi wo ho na twema mentwe wo ho na akwese de ni wura asase ni wura nkasa no na omu enye very well certain say we na ye ne dia we ne ne dia nti ne sa nti no ama o mantimi anto asase no omu ebeka say omu de ba be chechire Igbo community da bi ne sa nti omu be gina so no maka kire Ghana fo nyina say omu ni asase bia ewo ningu ene ne potamu na nye ho nkwan so across the length and breadth of this country Ghana no omu ni even one single plot okra eda ba bia omu ebe o ma de so omu de be chechire Igbo community enti se Ghana for sem bi say etwagu a mamo emfa no se bia BBC ekoso na afei so opani obetena Ghana ha no wadi Ghana mraso obu Ghana mra na bebi oni Igbo community ne kasa asem o ka kire mo ne se mundi mraso na mumbu mra na entena ha asomdwem eti the national anchor medidu amu no ne tinti niti a wanyina ne se opani Igbo kini ni interviewer oni Crystal TV grant ya already can show in previous episodes amamo who say this is the plan, this is the agenda no my Bible be clarify say I'll materialize it. I mean, I want to me 200 money and say no muhu assassin de any day and as a muhu assassin and I want to me we pay your assassin you would have no matters come until Bibiasa any hunting when I am far and yasam. That is what is coming from the palace of the king or the Igbo community leader. That is what is coming from their angle. I mean, what didn't I say? I mean, who they so far they were being a comment section. But if I have a question, as usual, the tenant said, "Seme padiato." Yes, you can have a plan. What video now? Me can boy na. You can have a plan. You can have a let me say you can draw your plans for the future. Fine. What video no more? I mean, site plan. As a plan how they want to build their kingdom. I mean, or community. No, we in the video. No, my video footage of by the assassin war, by the assassin da. Enti, Obeka sena omo any abere answer. But said omo ka say, omo ntimi anto. Enti no, ne sa enti no, ama omo ntimi antu sa na mo. But in the interview, no, Papa ne say I have acquired. Abushafo ana murefi mi nkofa video namda okay yen ha de wa beba ya mo bi amfa season dane nine wa ha munti
is the establishment of the first Igbo town in Ghana and of course the first in the world. If you look around the world, apart from in Virginia, they have Igbo village in Virginia. They're credited by putting the antiques, the antiquities of Ndibo there. You can come there, kind of archive of Ndibo. But I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world.
But I am creating Igbo village. Brofu, Mr. Momentina UK, that is a meeting. I'm moving to my correct. I am creating. I will create. I have a plan of creating. Brofu yimu dia he nananke qualify in this particular interview. I am creating. Me gusua me creating. I am creating. Me creating. And now say I have it in plan or we have it in plan to create. And now say we have an ambition or we have a plans to in the near future to create. Emu dia he na yeah, confused or critical thinkers and a share ha. Timino need you critical thinkers. Yentie bibia trust aqua. You dig it deep near the logic account near the dream. Or say I am creating. Okay, interesting.
The world. By as I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land. That is so.
As I am talking to you, I have acquired a brofokasa. Mintina UK da. Mu university man kubi. Abujafo comment section na wo me abonsem ma ho ya bo adwuma because say ya nwire nyina asem we mu a ka ye nhu ke ye nte ho maache enti bonsem ma ho na bo like unya hit like button so hit like button so unya share ya share mo bi ka kire mo say ye pusu nunum na ye bete ne kankan na ye te ne kankan so eti me pamajo munya botere asemu ye be di ekira kwa kwesi ase de wo mu bia ye be hu okay mene mo ne di djuma no ye fa video ni biem ye nhye video na se biem tie brofokasa ana mo ne ye ka no na ye no ye omu universities no ya nkobi but ye tikasa no o kan o de ye ntimi ka be o kan ye ti ase nti bibi o ase
250 plus of land is the establishment of the first Igbo town in Ghana and of course the first in the world. If you look around the world, apart from in Virginia, they have Igbo village in Virginia. They're credited by putting the antiques, the antiquities of Ndibo there. You can come there, kind of archive of Ndibo. But I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world. By as I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land.
So as I'm talking to you, I have acquired 50 acres of land. Some men know what CCA mato 50 acres of land, which is 250 plot. Me know what CCA mato. I have acquired, and I have acquired no sentence idea near more literature, muku school, more brofo, I say much you. Some men know what I say as I'm talking to you now. I have acquired. Some men know what I say mato. But almost statement and a press release at Eba 2025. omo person mo kire say that interview no asema oka wo mu no omo anto asase no omo ntimi ani hu nkoma wie because asase no omo hu asase ni wura enti asase no omo anto enti no sa asem but openi kasa in this interview no ose wato ana me na mente brofo okay enti asem wa
that is 250 plots of land along the Flower Road, that is at Old Ningo area. But along that road, it's right on the road. I acquired 250 plots of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build IGBO village in Ghana. I call it.
My reason of acquiring the embassy at Tiana Yatino. I mean, you feel. In this particular video, no, we now want to acquire. We now have it in plan to acquire. We are now in the process of acquiring, or we have acquired. Brofokasa. Brofokasa. Etino. Bisa question. And then almost statement almost deba almost almost me and talk. But in this video, no see at all. It's why that why wa. Igbo hini and the attract ni Igbo for. I'm on mutima yo mode. Na all ya kodi ni juma bi wo Igbo for no order da womu. Anase omato nemum ene na sabio apagya no ena ye fa ho abeka bibia kire se bibia sa nkoso question ye bisa question anabushia mo na menya adwene in the interview in way back 2013 no or say I have acquired, okay, and or say I am creating Igbo community and an Igbo village, right? Now I have acquired 50 acres of land. He say in this case, you know, Ningo Pram MP, Sam George Bayam, or so a month as Asibia. Menyan and Tese, Ningo, Ahimfonso, Yomuti. Let me see if I have their videos. I think movie in our next episode. Almost Yomutia, almost can be or maybe and I follow that story on Namababe update mu. And to keep in touch on this platform, when you subscribe, hit on the subscribe button, when you like, share this video. Hit on the notification bell. Keep in touch. We will be updating you from here to toe of this particular conversation. Okay? Yes. Eti or say I have acquired. But in other words, today their release statement almost meant me and talk. So who is lying to who over here? Igbo penny na can trachere ni Igbo for. Amo mutirima yo mode. Na sebio ode enyo mani munyam bi na omatimi afa kwa bi so asopoto na ta na chi wi sika bi anase nei na apagya no na omo ba beda na omo kyekere ma kurase wakaso nwe te say yeguso ide ani di akiri ibe bisa question afi ya hwe bia no kore no eda enti di aba no ana mede aba betu bedasa na so nya beto bedafo mo anim opani ni se se yete se na mabonten se wato asase enti de ya no kure bi anim no wo bi so ade hunu so beto in this today's release no wo pesa obeto but wa omantimi ato ti no kure bia eni sa asemi across the country omuni single acre of land kura single plot of land kura wo ba bia yo wakan yate wakan de yeso egusu de ni di form e de ni de che ene mi no kasai matubofo a omo aduru empotamu ho a ehwehwemu ahodo ekoso ni nyina ye mochi tai pa a mo de ta machi a nyina ye bisa adwuma we nice one e ba na yokro ma sei ene se wo beyi wanim se wo beka no kore ene se wo beyi wanim se wo beka no kwa kire tumi na nsem bi se wo beyi wanim na wo de wano atum no ehu nti wo to dwani ma mo sere mpaye na mo support dwumadi na yedi no na e bebo modene na e make sure say the SCC wa aman bi so a ede oyo ne aba no ye ma bi nsi e wo ye man Ghana we mu ye kurom ha mpanifo e bekoso aka kire mo hoho ye nton asase ma no we are in 21st century in ton asase ma hoho ubetimi dia free no ubetimi dia high no na rent no for some period of time na mo me ton ma na me dis konkrata aye ho krata ma na ye wa kasa wo japade wo property e wo bi asase so na wo asase so na wo hoho no saa de no e maburu na ya ba ne no ye te na ye hu a ene mu goro ye ne mu kono ye ne mu kono bete kura me se mpanifa ho tie platform yi enti message also bo modern send across spread it across na mpanifo ne ntse e maburu na ni abere yes in this episode no any de beso de baba bia no osomfo I promise you say me ma no emfa mo so ho me update mu in time media no fire the nation anchor platform ya uti the nation anchor TV on YouTube uko Facebook a fire the nation anchor uko TikTok a the nation anchor o search ya on sabe kan o ba bia but more than say the first time I hear ya o be hit on the subscribe button what you should the notification bell say the be ya o miss any of our update na me gina so na me di dwumaku asoya efre hono Jace I care me di dwumaku efre Jace I care ho adanse ama me kanfo Jace I care e di ama in fact o Ghana o pa iPhone ato na o pa iPhone ho ne amatu ato eye iPhone charger, iPhone cover, iPhone case, iPhone pen, I mean power banks, Apple laptop, I mean tablet, anything concerning Apple me kanfo Jace I care e di ama o pe bi atu ato o pe ba ku bi ato yusu e pa cho number na da screen so no o ma chi akwan eni irabia o mu wo kwabenya Aboom Junction opposite Shell filling station ho abosane wo ho no na eni Shell filling station ni hwe ni mo no e ho a na Jace I care ebutuo bo modena na foro sa abonsan no uduru ho a o si the nation uncle na direct meto ha e be hwe wo yie ni ama discount omo ebiaton de end to aso no be de mo be so ha see you in my next episode piao
Mamimfa wura Jace I care I award do me kwabenya Aboom Junction kwabenya Aboom Junction opposite the Shell filling station Mamimfa wura Jace I care in fact anything iPhone so upe bi na ato upe brand new upe UK used slightly UK used bura Jace I care o kwabenya Aboom Junction abronsan na ne Shell filling station ni di ihwani mu no abronsan no so ho Jace I care ho no bura ho na woni mu amamasem uto slightly used UK iPhone na all types na omobema all the accessories and kauto in box awubenya talking of charger screen protector omobema all these accessories they said they wakoto in box pepepe which is unusual which is not done so anywhere ukoto slightly used UK phone phone no pe na awubenya but ukoto no Jace I care they will give you quality charger original charger they will give you screen protector they will give you cover itimesre upe bi na tu screen protector, anything iPhone, anything iPad, anything enter Jace I care. I work with Bina. Omo number na that screen is on 026 73 70010 026 73 70010. Bura Jace I care. I work with Bina ma Aboom Junction. Omo sumbo sumpa. The Junction Piao.